Good evening, everyone. Hope you had a great weekend and a wonderful week last week. Made some green pips and grown that account of yours. If the first time you're following us, please check our website. We have a lot of educational courses teaching you how to read the market from our own perspective. And we have a free chat on Telegram where you can join. We can answer most of your questions. For the pricing, we have two kinds of pricing which cover the same thing. One, which is the $75, will give you access to the members area. You have access to recordings more than 2 years of live recordings that we do Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, London or New York session 1 hour ahead. We identify potential setups, updates from the charts, the analysis charts, where we are, and potential setups, and a lot of educational if you are struggling in the consistency or trying to read the direction. You have a setup that you're familiar with, but you don't know which direction you want to trade it as a buy or a sell. We can help you in that. Our analysis on the website cover the swing trading and day trading from the weekly, daily and the 4-hour potential setups. It's not a signal to sell or buy, but potential reversal or continuation, what to expect for the upcoming week. And we have the same live session package, which is $25, 7-day free trial, but you will not have access to the members area. So hopefully we see you there. Let's hit up our charts for this week. I added some pairs that would like to cover potential setups. If you were following us from last week, that was our perspective, looking for a continuation for the uptrend and then a dump. This downtrend, we're still in a correction, so we're looking at something around these areas. If it will respect this area and go back in on any pullback, take it to the upside. There's still potentially more upside to come. On the UK, we called this, if not mistaken, 3 weeks ago in October, the end of this long correction. We suggested to look for buys according to your setup, and this is potentially, we're heading all the way up, breaking the stop. So if you are not in, or you took profit, as most of my guys did, we're expecting a correction and continuation for the uptrend. So we will update this on the live sessions that we have during the week when this is over. Expecting it mid of this week, beginning of December. Keep in mind this is the last week of the month, so not major movements are gonna happen. So, but looking for this to come to do the following, then potentially continuation for the uptrend. We'll update during the live sessions. That would move us to the DXY. DXY, as suggested last week, continuation for the downtrend. We're still in the downtrend. This bigger move of this trend is not yet over. We're looking this week potentially, we're not looking to buy, do not buy. We're looking for continuation for the downtrend. This can continue straight from here, or it can do a bit of a correction to the upside and then continuation for the downtrend. So either or, we're looking to sell. In the euro, same concept. but the inverse. So we're looking for a correction. This can go straight from here, or it can give a correction. This correction can come to these lows, but we're still looking for the buy. If you are day trading or you're scalping and you're familiar with your setups, your ins and your outs, you can take this short around the 15 minutes or the 5 minutes. But if you're swing trader, wait for this to come around these areas or break and reverse into these areas and take your long. Pound, looking, as we said last week, we're looking for this move, but we're looking for this to break the stop before any down move happening. It's gonna go up the same way it did this week. As Neil informed us, yes sir, sick, I will check that out. If you can post me the symbol of the chat. Thank you for attending. As Neil informed of, there's Brexit, so we're looking, maybe we're gonna have some nice pull to the upside before any reverse. So I suggest wait for it to hit up here before taking a trade. UCAD, this can do the following and come down to these areas, if not lower, before any pull to the upside. As I said, we're looking for this to happen around here. So look, continuation for the downtrend. NU, we took this trade expecting this to head down, then it did that. We did not take the buy setup, and I will not take the buy setup. We're still looking for sell setups. This might be ready, but we're looking for a correction or consolidation in these areas before the major move to the downside. So if you're looking to sell NU, it's not yet ready. It broke the stop, it's not yet ready. The correction that it did around here, it indicates more upside before any drop. And if you see any drop happening around these areas, this will be followed by slow uptrend for waiting for the rest of the pairs to align before any drop happening. AU, as I said last week, we're waiting for it to break the top before selling. So this can do the following: up, then back down, or it can continue from here to the upside. Are we buying? We're not buying. We're waiting for this to reach up here or give us a sell setup. But I expect Aussie this week to be strong across the board. Silver, a lot of my guys love to trade silver. We're looking for the silver before any up move. We're still in the downtrend. This correction is not yet over before we see it breaking this low. When it breaks this low, comes back in, then I suggest we start looking for the buys. For the time being, if you want to day trade it or scalp it, look for shorts toward till down here. Same thing goes for gold. This was drawn last week. This can do the following: drop, up and come back down. So still, any swing trading is not yet ready. If you want to day trade it or scalp it, look for shorts. Oil, we suggested long-term buy from these areas and these areas. What we're looking for, a break, retest, and continuation for the uptrend. We're heading up. That's an investment long-term. UJ, still in a downtrend. Do not look for buys. Any sudden moves in the market to the upside, look for the sell. At least to break this low, even around these areas. This whole correction is not yet over. We're still missing something like this. So any up move, take your short, or the setup that you're familiar with. Pound yen, still the same. We're looking for shorts. This would make the following and a drop. This drop can stop around these areas, forming a correction before another correction to the uptrend, or it can do the following and continuation for the downtrend, where this whole move is the correction. So you'd be looking at something like this. So I suggest wait for this to be over, then sell it. If we're expecting a bit of strength in the pound, that will take this to these areas and most likely retest this setup up here, then sell it. Euro pound, I know Mr. Neil loves trading it. Euro pound, you can look at it in this concept. This is a correction and it's over, and we're looking for this to head up from here. That's one potential. And there's a second potential where this is not yet over and this leg goes with this leg, and we're looking same thing, one more dump. There's a way to measure same thing as this one before any potential heading up. Either or, look for your buys. Across the board for the pound. Moving on to crypto. Amazing run on the crypto. As I said, I've been suggesting do not sell, do not sell. Any buy setup, just take it. I closed my long term from, if I'm not mistaken, from September, end of September, from the 10k. I closed it around 18k in the middle of the week when we were having our live session around these areas. So what I'm expecting for the following. This is going up till the 22 area, maybe higher. But what I'm expecting for this week or for BTC for the long run, let's go to daily. We're looking at something like this. Accumulation in this area, break till 22, dump again, same thing, same concepts as this one, and continuation for the option. This can go up to 40, 50k, I do not know. It's just on any dump, on any drop, sudden drop, have your measurements ready and take the buy. That's what I will be waiting for. I'm not in any trade at the time being. Same goes for ETH. If you're not in a buy, you're missing out. Do not sell. On any sell setup, any top, double top, triple top, head and shoulder top, I don't know what you guys call it, do not sell. On any drop, on the lower time frame, the 2 hour or the 1 hour, better on the 4 hour, know how to combine the legs together and look for your buys. This will break the top here, if not higher. XRP, same concept. This is the end of this correction. We're looking at something like this. Correction, continuation for the option. It's gonna be a healthy move to the upside. Nothing like this. It's gonna be a very healthy move. Thank you for attending. Now, busy chat today. Okay, so what are the requests? If you want me to check anything, guys, please post it in the chat. You're welcome, sir. You're welcome. If you want me to check, so SAR said copper. Yes, sir. I have copper. Why? Copper is same thing. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I covered this 2 weeks ago. Been covering it. I took it out from the weekly outlook because nobody kept on asking about it. But I suggested the up move. So on any pullback, because this, we had two scenarios. This would do the following: retest these lows, that was the indicated zone, and if it stays above this zone, we should be looking for the buys. So that would have been your entry, that would have been your entry. Where we are, you should wait for a pullback. Let's go up higher time frame. There's no sign of pulling back, Sarge. So if you're not in a buy, wait on any pullback around the 4 hour, 2 hour into structure. Same concept that you learned with me, and take it up. Look for your buy. Exactly. Nut gas and coffee. Yes, sir. Nut gas and coffee. On this pullback, on the lower time frame, we should have something like this, and one more breaking the stop before any correction. to these ends. So expecting to break the top. So if you can look for buy, go ahead. Breaking the top. And natural gas, yeah, probably. No problem, no problem. Natural gas, that's okay. So on the higher time frame, this is complete. What we're looking at, something like this, continuation for one more up, approximately the same length as this one. But you have to figure out on lower time frame how far this is gonna go, the end of this correction. It should be ready. It should be ready. You should start be looking for your buys. If you have this, if this happens, look for your buy, at least taking out these lows. If it goes up from here on any pullback, take your buy. All right, guys, thank you so much. Thank you for attending. Have a beautiful week. Don't forget to check out our website, press those likes and share for our community to grow. Take care and see you in the chat.